While the increasing crime rate is a constant concern for South Africa's farmers, there is one issue which many are beginning to consider an even more pressing problem: drought. The country's Western Cape is facing its worst water shortage in 113 years, and many other areas have seen little to no rain in more than 4 years. The government has promised millions of rand in aid, but due to corruption and mismanagement, the money has gone missing. Even Cape Town, the country's tourism capital, is just weeks away from running out of water. And the farmlands? Well, they've been left essentially to die. Between the drought and the government's corruption, farmers like Louis have been left to make impossible decisions.
Basically, we are in a drought, and the state has declared it a disaster. They allocated 375,000 to our district, but it did not reach us. Nobody knows where the money is, but it has obviously been stolen, and it's made everything much worse.
Louis showed me around his farm, where the effects of the drought were a striking sight.
I can't afford to pump the water out of the ground anymore. It has gotten me into massive debt. It's no longer even affordable to run my machinery, pump the water, or go to the wholesaler and buy the basic ingredients to feed my cattle and maintain the farms. It is all totally pointless. My farm used to be a green oasis. It used to be a healthy, perfect farm. Now it has all turned to dust, to barren wasteland, with piles of bones from the sheep I once had, who died of thirst.
Over the past few years, the South African government has used its black economic empowerment policy to coerce utility companies into depleting the number of white workers to reflect the racial makeup of the country. In reality, this means that companies with government contracts must shoot for a goal of workforce with no more than 8% white workers. Since these mass layoffs, filling engineering and other high-skilled positions has been difficult, only worsening the water crisis and causing serious ramifications for the country's white population.
I could no longer afford to maintain my old home, so it fell into disrepair, and we now live in a much smaller shack down the road. There is nothing left of that house. The floors have rotted, the walls are breaking. The place my children were born, the place my wife and I built from scratch and used to love, it is now just rubble. This is happening to everyone, everywhere here. You drive up and down these lands, and all you can see is dilapidated farms. There are extremely difficult times laying ahead for us. Everything points towards them trying to break us.
In a country so dependent on these farms for its food and for some of its major exports like Angora mohair, it is hard to believe the government is doing little to help, or worse, as some are speculating, purposely withholding aid as they battle with farmers for the land.
The whole objective of the government is to make it very difficult economically. Through fuel and property taxes, they are overtaxing us on everything. Like everyone in South Africa, our lives are turning to ruin, and they are doing it to us on purpose. The government here feel nothing for us. They want us starving or dead. It is a strategy they have been working on for years. It's hard, working here every day knowing they are going to chase you out in 6 months. The government even said openly they are going to take our land. I will never recover from this. I just hope my children can have a better life one day.
Spending time with Louis on his dying farm has been a truly heart-wrenching experience. Not only are these farmers forced to live with the constant fear of break-ins and the most gruesome crimes, but every day has become a struggle, even just for the survival of the very land to which they are deeply rooted. Thank you so much for watching this video. I just wanted to let you know that this is actually just a short clip from a much larger documentary project I'm working on called Farmlands. Now, there are a million ways you can help with this project and spread the word about the situation going on in South Africa. If you want to know how you can do that, go down to the links below or visit farmlands.online. I'll see you next time.